my name is Kaya-Sine, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the last book I read in April, as well as a quick summary of the month. And I do have this book physically, but the thing is, this book is written by somebody I'm close to, and so I don't want their name on... I am, of course, horribly biased, and you know, it's the internet. We should protect our identities, right? Specifically when you're from a country as small as the Netherlands. So because of that, I don't want to show you the actual book. I don't even want to tell you what it's about, and you can't buy it much anyway if you're not in the Netherlands anyway. If you can't, so yeah. I decided to just combine that with just giving you a general, some concluding thoughts with April. So yeah, I read this book. It's written by somebody I'm close to. It's non-fiction, and I liked it. I think that's all I will say about it, because privacy is a thing. So yeah, I'm sorry if you came here expecting something different. That's why I didn't have actually a book in the thumbnail. So yeah, about April. I read a lot of books in April. I read 32 books in April, and also a lot of pages. I don't know how many exactly actually, because I haven't done the statistics yet for the last book that I finished in April. I'm recording this on the 1st of May, and so book 32 I finished yesterday evening, as the 30th of April was finishing up. So I haven't done the statistics for that one yet. But I do know I read 32 books in April, which is a lot. So in January I read 17 books. In February I read 9 books. And in March I read 12 books. And in April I read 32 books. I was not doing that well with my reading in February and March. I read some great books in those months. And some not so very great books. But I didn't feel as much into reading. I had lots of other things as well that I did. So I didn't feel as much in the mood to read, but I also was doing lots of other things. And I think one of the things actually that has helped me this month, as in April, to read a lot is that after dinner, so my routine, my boyfriend and I, my partner and I, we have, the two of us have dinner in the evening. We make dinner, cook dinner, then have dinner. We watch something, if I'm up for it, an episode of a TV series or such. I'm usually too tired for movies, but an episode of a TV series is hopefully something that I can manage most days. And after that, I've been doing reading, and he's been playing a game, sometimes also doing some reading. And so it has helped me to spend some time in the evening reading. Like, even if I didn't read much during the day, that time I'd be reading. So that's something that I did in April that I didn't do in earlier months, because I generally just went to bed after dinner. So I've been going to bed a bit later, but at the same time as my partner. Now my partner has ME and insomnia. So it's very special that he's been able to go to bed at the same time as me for a while now. That's really special, and I really hope it will stay that way for a while. I don't know. With ME you can never really know, but I've really been enjoying going to bed at a similar time. He would then read in bed. Sometimes I read in bed, sometimes I go to sleep straight away. And my boyfriend is not as much of a reader as I am. When he reads manga or more technical manuals about tanks and planes, for example, and World War II. Not the kind of stuff you read in bed to relax, more to look something up. But he has been reading manga in bed recently, and I've really been enjoying that. So sometimes I read something in bed with him. Sometimes I read when he plays his game on... I'm not explaining this very well, am I? So after we watch something, an episode of a TV show on Netflix or a DVD or whatever, then he plays a video game on the TV there. and I sit next to him and I read. Then we go upstairs to the bedroom and he reads a manga volume or such, and I sometimes read and sometimes just go to sleep. So I feel like that's a thing that has helped me read more in the past month. I'm not sure how long exactly, but I have noticed I've read a lot in April. Part of that is the readathon that I did. For anyone who's new to my channel, you won't know, I have this habit that for a couple days each month, I read some graphic novels, graphic memoirs, manga, illustrated children's books. And then during the rest of the month, I tend to read more books that take longer, if that makes sense. If you haven't seen that many of my videos, you may not have noticed that. And sometimes I deviate. Sometimes I read a manga volume another time in a month. But it's just something I used to do together with a bunch of friends. But some stuff has been going on with that recently. But anyway. So, reading before bed, I can definitely recommend. And it is actually much easier for me to fall asleep if he's laying next to me. Even if he's reading, having his nightlight on. It's easier to fall asleep for me when he's next to me than when I'm on my own in bed. If that makes sense. And he is upstairs still doing stuff on his computer. Another reason that I read less books in February and March is that I spent time doing other stuff. So recently, not that recently anymore, by the time you watch this actually, I made a video of how I moved my books. It's just over an hour long. And I spent a large part of March working on that, also April. I can't remember exactly. I'm sure I did a lot of it in March as well. Anyway, that took a long time to make that, and so that took some time away from reading time. Also, for the past few months really, I've been playing a video game. I've mentioned it before in earlier videos. I've been playing Factorio. That's taken away for some reading time. I've played that less this month, I think, than in February and March. So, more reading time, I guess. I think in February and March, but maybe at least in February, I also had a look at some books that I had bought. Now I have a whole lot of other packages waiting in what I call quarantine. So when I receive a package, I like to wait a while before I open it, preferably. Because, you know, it's the pandemic and I'd rather be safe than sorry. So, and since I'm not going out, I'm not going into any physical shops, all the books I order online and then they get shipped to me. And I really miss going to an actual, like, library or shop or anything, but I'm not risking it. So I don't think I'll be reading as much in May as I did in April, because I have started opening up some older packages and, well, that will take time. Been doing other stuff. And I'm getting a bit slumpy, to be honest. I've read so much lately that I've kind of burnt myself out a bit, if that makes sense. So we will have to see how it goes. While we're here, in May, I plan on reading Edited Out by A.J. Kopperman, book 2 in the Mysterious Detective Mystery, together with my friend Sarah. And Emily from Novel Novels and I am planning to read Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Taylor Hibbert. Although by the time you watch this, I'm pretty sure we'll have finished it, because I don't know how many videos I've been filming today, but this is the last one. So I'm guessing this is going to be uploaded near the end of May, in which case I will have already finished this. But at this point I haven't, because it's the 1st of May. But yeah, I look forward to read this and this. I'm just going to see what I feel like reading. And if I don't feel like reading, then I don't have to. Then I can do other things. I do hope to do some reading, but I'm feeling a bit burned out. But by the time you watch this, things will probably be a bit different again. But anyway, do let me know if you like what you thought about me splitting up my wrap up like this. Although by the time you see this, you might have already let me know that in my earlier videos that I filmed today that were like single book thoughts. So yeah. Anyway, if you have any thoughts, leave your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!